What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Offside Shenanigans. Today we'll be talking about a couple of the games from this week, our surprise players, and our predictions for the Thursday game. Start things off. Let's start with I don't want to do the Bears games first. Let's do the Colts and Broncos game. That was a really good game. It was
Colts
crazy.
And Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bears
Colts
game.
might actually be a real contender this year.
You think so?
They continued putting up history against one of the best defenses in the league.
So I don't disagree. I think they're a contender too, but I was just making sure. So when you say contender, though, what do you mean? Contending for the division?
I think they'll definitely take this division.
I'm not ready to say they'll definitely.
They're looking like a playoff team.
I don't disagree with that.
The Texans do not look good.
So
neither does Tennessee, really.
So you and I both picked the Texans to represent the South. Are we still in agreement that only one team comes out of the South?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that it's Colts, and it's probably going to be better than the. I picked them to be 8-9. I picked the Texans to be 9-8.
Yeah, I think thought the Colts were going to be 7-10.
I think the Colts exceed that right now, don't you?
Oh, 100%.
They're 9-80.
Yeah, it's crazy how good they're playing right now.
Agreed.
I am beyond surprised with how good this offense is playing. This defense is really good too.
I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not surprised by the defense. I knew the defense was going to be good. I'm surprised the offense is as good as it is. This is an insane offense.
I thought the offense had a lot of really good pieces. They just needed somebody to lead them.
And who thought that would be Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I don't know that Daniel's necessarily leading them right now, but he's not messing it up either. He's looked really good. I thought the first game he looked much better than the second game, but that makes sense. He went against a really shitty defense and crappy defense. My bad. And then he went against a really good defense in Denver, and
made enough plays. Did pretty good.
I mean, that's the thing. Like I don't know that he necessarily outplayed Bo Nix, although fantasy points wise, it looks like he did. He didn't make any mistakes where Nix had a pick. I mean, I would take Bo Nix over Daniel Jones all day long, but in fantasy especially. But even in real life, I think I would. But Daniel Jones, he's just not making. So a guy, a buddy of mine, said Daniel Jones eventually would do Daniel Jones things.
Yeah.
I mean, do we expect that to happen, or do we expect the Daniel Jones that made the playoffs?
I mean, of course he's going to do some Daniel Jones things.
But is it fair to say Daniel Jones is going to do Daniel Jones things? Or has he kind of brushed that up a little bit?
I think we need to see a couple more games before we jump to that conclusion.
So I would say that we need to wait a couple more games to say if they're true contenders too.
Maybe.
And that's why I said, are we talking about for the division or the league? Because the division, absolutely, they're in the driver's seat for the division right now.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But that's a really weak division.
Yeah.
Possibly the weakest division in the whole league.
I think if they continue how they play like they are right now, they could go far in the playoffs, honestly, if they're playing at this level.
Remember what league they're in. They're not in the NFC.
I know.
So, by far, do you mean they could be in the championship series?
Well, if they were to win
the division series.
Yes, if they were to win their division, that would put them at the number 3 spot. And the wild card round,
not necessarily.
or the 4 spot. I mean, that number 3 spot. I'm trying to think of it might have been the Chiefs.
I mean, I
And the
would pick
Chiefs aren't
any of the
exactly
other
looking
3
hot.
division winners.
You think so?
No, but the Chargers are.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are 0-2. But not all 0-2 teams are created equal.
Yeah.
Like I fully expect the Chiefs to make the playoffs. I don't fully expect the Texans to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
In fact, I would be absolutely shocked if the Texans were to.
Me too. I'd be insanely shocked if 2 AFC South teams were to make the playoffs. I don't know what I think about the league anymore. I'd be like, this is a terrible league. I'm done watching this.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I don't know about that.
I'm just kidding.
But I don't. It's just a much weaker division, and I don't think that any of the teams, including the Colts, are to the point yet where I say they're true contenders. But the Colts, I think, are clearly the best roster in the whole division.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If they can continue to get solid quarterback play, then yeah, I think they're a contender. I just don't know that they get past the division series. There's just too many good teams in the AFC. There's too many great teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
2 of them played in week 1 and went toe-to-toe 40-41.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't be shocked if that's the AFC Championship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll see how this season continues for the Colts, but they're looking really good so far.
The Bengals are not what we thought they were going to be at this point, because I mean they're 2-0, but do we really think that Jake Browning can keep them as a true contender?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they even beat a great team. The Jags, I mean, they're an all right team, I guess, but they're nothing special.
They sure look dysfunctional at times, though.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a rough game for them to end it off, at least. I mean, they had a good first half, but it fell apart after that part.
When your starting quarterback is waving off the head coach, that's probably not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
They can say whatever they want publicly afterwards. That's not a good look, at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
The Broncos Colts game though was really cool to watch, especially the ending.
That game winner's crazy.
What did you think of the controversial call with leverage?
I mean, he touched him,
and you can't.
You just can't do it. Yeah.
I don't really think that it looked like he was pushing off.
Touch him.
But he still touched him.
No, it wasn't leverage, but he still touched him. You just can't touch him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, it led to a Colts win. I mean, a 60-yard field goal was definitely a bold move, but they definitely trusted him. I think he made the distance. It just wasn't like centered.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he just hit that 45 straight down the center.
I think he's good. He's a good one.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Mike Vanderchat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good game. I was shocked with how good that was, or how high scoring it was.
Yes.
Chiefs Eagles. Chiefs. I'm surprised how close that was. Honestly, I know it was a garbage time touchdown to get it that close, but like that Eagles offense surprisingly didn't put as many points as I was expecting.
I know Devontae
Smith got hurt. Yeah,
I was shocked.
I know. After Devontae got hurt, was he out for the rest of the game?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm double checking.
So that definitely hurt him, but like still, they still have a lot of pieces they can. I don't know. It's definitely a crazy game. Very good game. Mahomes played really well for just having pretty much one really reliable target in Travis Kelce. I mean, the other guys definitely showed up. Let's see if they can continue that until either Xavier Worthy or Rashee Rice, whoever gets back first. I'm not sure how long they expect Worthy to be out for. I know he's been practicing on and off.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they know specifically, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did you? What do you think? Well, we don't need to get into all that. Never mind.
About what?
Did you see Chiefs players were wearing free Rashee Rice jersey or shirts?
Really?
Yep.
Well,
seems
whatever
like a
floats your
bad.
boat, I guess.
Seems like a bad look a little bit to me.
Yeah.
I mean, given the reason he's
they
not
know what he did, right?
I'm not sure they do. I mean, obviously they do, but they're not acting like they do.
Yeah, that's crazy. So let's talk about the Vikings Falcons. JJ did not look great.
Nobody looked great in that game, except
That's true.
Bijan.
That made me feel nice. That's one cool thing about Sunday. Yeah, just not a
Bijan
great game for
Robinson
them.
is the only thing that looked good. He was the only player that looked good in that whole game.
Yeah.
And in fairness to all the receivers, they didn't have a chance to look good because neither of the quarterbacks.
Neither quarterback played great.
No. Bijan had 143 rushing yards and 25 more.
143 rushing?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He killed it.
And he had no touchdowns. They gave the touchdown to Tyler Algier. But Algier also had 76. They ran for over 200 yards.
Them two really carried the game then.
Bijan averaged 6.5 yards a carry and Algier 4.8. They ran the ball down the Minnesota Vikings' throats. And that's a defense that prides itself
really
on
good
being
against the run.
much more physical. Like Brian Flores, like I don't know how he didn't have a corner there. And then Minnesota couldn't run the ball. As bad as Atlanta looked offensively,
or pass
outside of Bijan, Minnesota looked awful.
Yeah, Minnesota just couldn't move the ball. They're really struggling with that. I don't know if it gets much better with Carson Wentz starting.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see Carson do well.
Really?
Because of who his head coach is. I think Kevin O'Connell is the best quarterback head coach in the league. We'll find out. I mean, this is going to help prove that if I'm right. You know what I mean? Sam Darnold, although doesn't look as bad as he did when he was with the Jets in Carolina, even this year, he doesn't look like the same guy he was last year, though, either.
No.
Not yet. Again, I don't think he looks bad, but he doesn't look like one of the top quarterbacks in the league like he did last
year. Yeah, I mean he did lose talent at receiver group.
Agreed. But when you get paid,
but yeah,
you're
more
supposed
money.
To help,
you're gonna have
supposed to
less.
help those guys around you.
And
lift them up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got JSN, and JSN is good.
He's definitely really good.
To great. And I think AJ Barner is a very underrated tight end.
Yeah.
I was disappointed with the Minnesota Atlanta game, specifically from Minnesota side.
Yeah. Like the injury, Aaron Jones, I think that's definitely going to hurt him.
He's out.
I mean, George. Yeah,
he's going to IR. So Jordan Mason
at least
is
4
a
weeks.
must own.
Yeah, must start every week.
Must own, must start. Yep.
He's got to be owned 100%, right, or close.
I mean, I don't guess he is right now.
Oh, really? That kind of shocks me, honestly, because their split was pretty even.
Jordan Mason, in Yahoo leagues. Ugh, sorry. It was 91% owned. Much more than I thought. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Somehow Brees Hall is only 98% owned. Help me make sense of that.
Some 4-man leagues. 4 and 6-man leagues. Cowboys Giants. That was a really good game. Huge shootout. Russell Wilson played insanely well until the very end.
I was about to say that.
Over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, and 1 touchdown over 40 yards, and 2 other plays that were 40-yard plus completions. That's and then same game.
Russell Wilson still throws a beautiful deep ball.
Yeah, he's just got to throw it.
Yeah, and not hold on to it while everybody converges down on him.
But that was a really good game.
Agree. Might have been the game of the year.
Yeah. I mean, Dak had a decent game, too. In their run game. Javonte Williams did pretty good.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, on that note, Javonte Williams, are we surprised at what he's doing? I am.
Yeah. His last year on the Broncos, he did not look good at all.
Not at all.
He really turned it around.
So is he just on a team that's running a better scheme for him? I mean, I think that's probably what's happening.
Yeah. Or he wasn't completely healthy last year.
That's possible too, with his knee.
Uh-huh.
If he keeps this up, though, he's going to get paid after this year.
100%. I would guess the Cowboys would try to keep him. I don't know how much money they got, though.
They've got a ton of cap room now after trading.
Getting rid of Micah.
That's going to shrink some as Dak's contract goes up. So,
yeah. The Packers-Commanders game. Yeah, that was a rough game for Commanders.
You had to hated that game.
Yeah, that was stupid. Stupid. Commanders did not show up.
The Packers
Their pass protection is bad. That was some bad pass protection.
That's some great pass rushers.
No. I'm kidding, yes. Obviously, they're good.
That might be the best defense.
You just wanted me to say it, didn't you?
I mean, yeah. I want you to take off your bias hat for a minute.
I'm gonna keep my bias hat on. Packers suck.
They don't though.
Oh man. Yeah. Commanders did not play great.
Agreed. But Jaden Reed still.
He broke his collarbone, didn't he?
Jaden Reed? Oh, not Jaden Reed. Jaden Daniels. I'm sorry. Yes. Jaden Reed did break his collarbone.
Yeah. Which is definitely a blow to the offense.
Mac Jones looked really good, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's also the Saints, though. Saints don't have that great of a defense.
So Jaden Daniels played in probably one of his worst games of his career, in a short career. Yeah. And he still had 19.7 points on fantasy.
Yeah. Well, you also got to think, in the fourth quarter he threw 2 touchdowns?
Yep.
That's definitely going to help him.
Yep.
That's probably 8 points right there.
7 rushes, this says. I thought he had more than that. I thought he had more yards than this. It says he only had 17 yards.
Man, they really have it contained.
I mean, I guess the point of this to me is that's why Jaden Daniels is one of the top drafted quarterbacks. Because even in a bad real-life game, he put up some good points for fantasy. So it's nice to have that floor. Where a guy like Jordan Love, although a really good real life quarterback, isn't probably the best fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I'd almost prefer to have Tua sometimes,
mhm.
fantasy wise.
Yeah, at the end of the game, Jaden Daniels did have to get, or they did have him do an MRI after all those hits he took. They had him do an MRI to
I
check
mean, it makes
if
sense.
everything was good. I'm
That makes
guessing
sense.
it all came back clean,
Yeah, I
but
believe so.
yeah, maybe next free agency they should probably try to invest in more offensive line. It might
Try
just
and
be a
try
personal
and
opinion.
protect that. Try and protect that asset.
Yeah. Oh man. Last game to talk about. Bears game.
The floor is yours, Peyton.
I do have one thing to say. This team sucks. But there's a bright spot. Roma Dunze. I'll get into him more when we talk about the surprises, but the rest of that team was god awful. That defense, I understand that we are missing Jalen Johnson now, probably for the rest of the season now. TJ Edwards got hurt again. Kyler Gordon's still out, with still no sign of him coming back yet. That team is horrible. The first half wasn't terrible. Right before halftime, I do want to talk about this. The Detroit did throw that ball, got it inside the 5, and they didn't call it out of bounds. He was out of bounds. I will say that he was out of bounds. They didn't call out of bounds. They hurry up, ran a spike. Time was already out by then. By the time they got the spike done, officials went back, looked at the play before, changed that call after a play was already ran. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That is something that shouldn't have happened. I understand it would have changed the game, but still, they shouldn't have had that touchdown going in to halftime to put them up 2 scores. That just shouldn't have happened. And after that, I didn't want to watch the game anymore because I already knew how the game was going to end after that. I was done. I just couldn't watch it after that. Adunze had a great game. Amazing game. That was the only bright spot of that game. That second half was atrocious on both sides of the ball. Defense couldn't stop anything. Offense couldn't get anything done until like a fourth quarter rush touchdown by DeAndre Swift. Stop running the ball with DeAndre Swift. Let's get our actual running back in there that will actually be able to run it up the middle. I don't know. I really don't know. That interception by Caleb Williams, have no idea what he was throwing at. I don't know if he was just trying to get rid of the ball or if he was trying to throw it to somebody and way overthrown it. Stupid game. It's such a stupid game.
So, was the Bears' defense that bad, or was the Lions' offense that good, or both?
Both.
Now I'm going to ask you one more question that you're not going to like.
What?
Was the Lions' offense that bad in Week 1, or were the Packers' defense that good? The Packers' defense is
if you're able to stop Gibbs and David Montgomery to like what they have 50 yards combined, 60. There's your answer.
That Packers defense is the real deal. The offense has looked really good early in both games, but kind of not fizzled out, but just kind of, I think they just kind of put it in cruise control. You know what I mean?
If they have a really good season, it's because the defense.
But the offense looks good too. The offense doesn't have to put up stupid numbers right now.
I know. They can look all right, and they should win as long as the defense plays well. Once if that defense were to fall apart, I don't see the Packers being good,
I
honestly.
mean, I think that the talent is there. It's whether or not Jordan Love takes care of the football. So what I was about to say was what I look forward to is because it's going to happen at some point. You would think.
Mm-hmm.
How is Jordan Love going to respond? Is he going to be the Jordan Love of last year, or is he going to be the Jordan Love that played really well in both of the last two seasons, second half?
Mm-hmm.
Because last year in the second half of the season, he played really well again.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you wonder why he's such a slow starter to an extent. But if he can put together that for a whole season, Jordan Love's going to be the MVP.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean,
I hope not.
we'll see what Lamar and Josh and those guys do. You know what I mean? Because
There
those
we
guys
go.
are just freaks. Like I get that Jordan Love's really good, but he's not even close to being in the same like quarterback
Not
room as
even
those guys.
close.
But he
No.
doesn't have to be. The rest of his team is really good.
Honestly, I'd be shocked if he were to win an MVP. I just
Shocked if
don't.
you what?
If he were to win an MVP,
I wouldn't
I
be
just
shocked
don't
by
see
that.
him as MVP material.
I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I do think that he needs to prove it offensively at some point as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like truly, like because they've come out really good, hot in the last couple of weeks, but they haven't played that throughout the whole game. Partly because they haven't had to, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Baltimore didn't have to on Sunday either, but they kept putting up points.
Yeah. Probably take
Detroit
some
didn't
anger out
have
from
to
the
on
week
Sunday.
before.
I'm sure, but I mean Detroit didn't have to on Sunday, and there was probably a little bit of we're back to show the world that we really are the real deal. We're not the team
Mm-hmm.
that played against Green Bay.
Yeah. I
And
don't think it was really
I
something
mean,
against Ben Johnson. I think it was just Detroit being Detroit.
I think Ben Johnson is the right coach for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, as we were preparing for this, you hit on something about Ben Johnson holding the players accountable. And from what I've heard and read, the players wanted somebody to come in and hold them accountable and do this, this, and this. But it's really easy to say you want to be held accountable when you're not
Until you're
being held
being held
accountable.
accountable.
Well, but when you're not used to it, that
Sometimes.
takes a little bit of an
Yeah.
adjustment. And
Mm-hmm.
they weren't used to it the last few years with Eberflus. So it's going to take a little time for them to get used to it. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
take a little bit of time. Like they may end up needing to bring some other players in instead of a few others.
Yeah.
It's still too early to name names on that, but I've got a few in mind right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that, like, I think the Romo Dunzes of the world, and I would even say maybe the Caleb Williams even wants that. But it's hard to get used to it again when you've gone a long time without being held accountable.
Yeah.
That takes a little bit of like that. It's part of changing the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And some players say they want to be, but push come to shove, they're gonna go. That ain't for me. I don't like the way
Yeah.
he's talking to me. I'm a grown
Mm-hmm.
man. Well, grown men need to be held accountable sometimes.
100%.
And to doing our jobs the way we're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm. Man, I really hope something changes for my sanity because this has been a rough couple weeks.
If it helps, your aunt is loving it.
No.
No, it doesn't
help.
help.
No.
I figured it probably did not. For anybody who might not know, my wife is a Packer fan.
I don't know why anybody would want to do that.
I mean, to each their own.
Yeah. Surprise players. Started off Roma Dunze. Amazing week. Amazing season so far. First couple weeks, 3 touchdowns. Already tied with the same amount of touchdowns he had last season. great start to the season for him. I didn't expect it to be this good. I expected him to take that wide receiver 1 role, and he has taken it at the moment.
He took it.
He is Caleb's favorite
faster
target.
than I thought.
Yeah. He's by
He has
far his favorite target.
13 catches, 165 yards, and 20 targets through the first 2 weeks. That's pretty good.
Yep. That's wide receiver 1 targets you're seeing right there.
Yeah.
I think he's a must start at this point, right?
Yeah. What?
He's like a must start wide receiver 2, right? I would say so at this point.
Yeah, if Roman's on your team, I don't know why you better have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malik Neighbors, and Puka Nacua before if you're not starting, or JJ and Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I for sure. I think you're definitely starting Roman. And if you're not, why not? Well, like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. I'll throw this in right now. I'm surprised with how well Puka's playing now. The addition of Devontae has really benefited him a lot more than I really expected.
I didn't think he would be this good.
Yeah, dude is playing even better.
Yeah.
Like I'd say he's having a better season than he did when Cup was on the team.
Also, 20 targets through the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's just playing great this season so far. And that rush that he had Sunday, that was awesome. The 4th and 1 and turned it into a 40, 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
2 other receivers who really surprised me. Wan'Dale Robinson. He has 18 targets in the first 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Now he's been a little touchdown dependent, but that's a lot of targets, man. He's got 14 total receptions, 197 yards, and just the 1 touchdown. He's put up 8.5 and 24.2.
Yeah,
that's like over 15
crazy
points a game on average.
Yeah.
For a guy who's a second option, but he's probably a flex spot at best in most leagues right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he was definitely drafted for that. So, I mean, it works out well, but man, that guy's good. Like, I would be comfortable putting him in a starter receiver spot, depending on who else I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine. You want to move to running backs now?
Quentin Johnston. Is he the real deal?
I was looking at his targets. Yesterday he had 7, I think. Or something. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
He's had 7 in both games.
That's pretty good target share. I don't know how it looked. I was asleep for that game. I don't know if it was just not great throws by Herbert or it was just batted away by the corner or
yeah, I was asleep too.
But I mean, those are really good targets, and it looks like he's the end like a big end zone threat on his team. So
yeah, I mean, he's been touchdown dependent, but he's getting the red zone targets for sure.
Mm-hmm. So he's definitely somebody to pick up and stash, like we talked about last week. I had him on the grab list. It's definitely somebody you want to grab.
Agree.
Start running backs off. Travis Etienne, dude is on fire. 245 total yards. 214 of them are rushing, 31 receiving, with a 7.3 yard per carry, and 1 receiving touchdown. I mean, not many touchdowns, but that's an insane amount of yards in the first 2 weeks. He's killing it right now. And he was pretty late in the draft. He was a later draft pick. That is, if you drafted him, props. I did not believe him at all. I thought he was losing that RB1 job this year. But clearly they believe in him somewhat because they ended up trading Bigsby.
Yep.
I don't think he'll even for much. So, yeah, he's definitely going to be a great option this year.
I mean, they got a 5th and a 6th for Bigsby.
Yeah, that's not too much though.
Have you seen the way Philly drafts? It could be a
Yeah,
lot if Philly had been drafted.
yeah.
They ain't now. That's Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
um, other running backs you were surprised by or like or anything?
Uh, no. At least not that I can think of.
I've got 4 running backs. One surprised me in a positive way. Ramondre Stevenson looked really, really good
Mm-hmm.
yesterday or on Sunday.
Yeah.
Really good, and that surprised me. I expected Henderson to kind of take that by the bull and the job, but it looks like Stevenson's going to hang on to it for a little bit, possibly. I
Mm-hmm.
still think Henderson probably does eventually, but and then Ashton Shenty, my guess is just like Chargers defense is really good. Um, so I think that he had a one run last night that I saw right before I went to bed at the very beginning of the game, where he just trucked the safety. I mean, trucked him, ran right
Mm-hmm.
up. So seeing more of that, I don't think that the Raiders necessarily want him doing that consistently because they want him to preserve his body and stuff. Makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. But like, when he needs to, he can do that. And I still think that I wouldn't sell low for sure if you have him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have him and somebody is looking to sell him low, I'd jump all over that
Yeah.
because I think that he's going to bounce back. Um, Tony Pollard, I'm really surprised at what he's done. Like I expected more because he's going to get the bulk of the snaps and everything. So that
Mm-hmm.
surprised me quite a bit. And Caleb Johnson's like the the short time that he actually has played, he didn't even know the rules of the kickoff procedures and stuff. That's on the coaches,
Yeah.
but it's on him too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. That was an insane play. That was crazy.
But to not know those rules,
That's
that's
pretty
crazy
important,
to me too.
especially as a kick returner.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, it's not
something you
like he
should
was in
know.
there blocking. He was the actual primary returner. How does he not know? And if nobody's told him, shame on that coaching staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy. Um, Tight ends. I'm kind of disappointed with the Bears tight end group. I know it's not their fault. Um, they probably should get more involved, but both Komet and Loveland have not been getting many targets or much anything at all, and that's been pretty big letdown.
Yeah,
Especially using a ninth pick on tight end that you're not going to use.
for sure.
Stupid.
TJ Hawkinson, is he unplayable right now?
I don't know. With Wentz coming in, I mean, some
I mean,
of
I think it
Zach
ultimately
Ertz's
depends
best
on what other
years.
tight end you have.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, 100%.
I'd also
Um,
say, I mean, he's a stud, tight end wise,
mm-hmm,
and you need to play your studs until we have a bigger sample size.
yeah,
But but if I had a really good substitute, I'd consider it. I'm not gonna lie
mm-hmm,
until proven otherwise.
yep,
And Jawan Johnson, last week I said I didn't know if he was the real deal. It's starting to look like he is.
yeah. It's
I mean, I
crazy.
think did I say he was averaging 20? He had 9 targets last week or this past week. In the
Mm-hmm,
first week he had 11. So he's averaging 10 targets a game. That's tight end
that's
one.
really good. That's a lot of targets.
Yeah.
Huge sample size. Yeah, he looks like he's Oh, man. Rattler's favorite target.
He's the second highest on average per game tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Behind Tucker Kraft.
Kraft. Oh, man. Where's
Zach
Zach
Ertz is right there with him, though.
Yeah. And Tyler Warren's got to be pretty high up there, too, isn't he? He's got
Tyler's
to be.
fourth, Trey's fifth, and neither of them, I don't believe, have a touchdown.
No. If Tyler Warren had a touchdown, I guarantee he'd be in that. I think he could be even one.
I mean, Trey and Tyler both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. I think I guess it's possible. He might have like a Bowers type of season where he has an amazing season, but not very many touchdowns.
Bowers has 0 touchdowns.
Yeah. We'll see.
He's only 8th right now. Bowers.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Man. Hopefully Vegas can turn that around because they are not playing well right now.
Juwan Johnson leads all tight ends in targets at 20.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson has 14 or 18.
Oh, man. Huh.
Yeah.
If you got him in the later rounds, he was probably a really good pick. You really like to see those targets. Yeah. Definitely a great start of the season for a lot of these younger tight ends.
Agreed. Cool.
Yeah. Thursday game. Bills and Dolphins. It's definitely gonna be a blowout.
I was gonna say, how much of a game do you think it's gonna be?
I don't think it's gonna be much of a game.
I mean, yeah.
I'd be shocked if it was close.
Same.
The Bills defense has been playing pretty good the last couple weeks.
They were suspect against the Ravens, but it was the Ravens.
Ravens. I could see what's his face having a pretty good game. A-Chain. But that's about it.
Yeah. Part of that's because he's so good out of the backfield.
Yeah. Like he's the only very super reliable player on that team.
He has the most receptions on that team.
This great look for the receivers. Or maybe it's all on Tua. Who knows? But still, that's pretty rough. Hopefully, all this shares doesn't end up hurting him, getting him hurt later from just overuse.
The usage, yeah. I got you. Agreed.
Hopefully none of that happens.
That's the risky part with that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Just hope if you're the owner.
I wouldn't be shocked if he and Cook both have big days.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Josh Allen gets a rushing touchdown. I don't know. But I wouldn't expect a bunch of high profile offensive numbers out of Allen, passing yards and everything, just because I don't think the game's going to be all that close. I expect quite a few passing yards from Tua and opportunities for the receivers and everything. But I think A-Chain is going to be the offense will run through them, and Buffalo will shut that down early, my guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And say, no, we're going to see if Tua and Tyreek can get along for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a rough game for Miami
because I don't think they can on a consistent basis.
No,
I don't think Tyreek is capable of that.
Mm-mm. I mean, again, last game, Tyreek had another freak out on the sideline.
Yep.
I know that's 2 for 2. Will he go 3 for 3? Probably. I would say so.
A nice bet to make would be 2 touchdowns on A-Chain and 2 touchdowns on Cook.
Yep.
I'm not saying don't put a bunch of money on that, but I just
it's definitely a possible one.
Call it a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I better get it in before anybody else does.
Yeah.
And the odds
All
go.
right. Yeah. I have no idea how they're looking now. I got mine in, but we'll see. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching or listening on any podcast platforms, subscribe and leave a review. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you guys think. Thanks for tuning in.